I'm Remy Murray in Cleveland, where new ward boundaries have been revealed, and we now know which council members could go face to face during next year's election.
This council redistricting process was fair, transparent, and accomplished several objectives that we were required by law to do.
Still, City Council President Blaine Griffin says tough decisions were made to reduce 2 wards due to 2010 and 2020 U.S. Census results that revealed a population loss on the city's southeast and northeast side of town.
The residents mandated this when they supported a charter change in 2008 to tie council size to census results. If anything, this process showed us that we have to get people to fill out the census, and we have to improve quality of life in Cleveland.
While Griffin says all wards, including his area of Ward 6, have been impacted by council's new redistricting plan, the new Ward 10 is one of the territories that will now include parts of the old Ward 8 and Ward 10. Another ward that's being restructured is a combination of parts of the old Ward 5 and Ward 12, which will now be the new Ward 5, where Councilman Richard Starr is currently seated.
I'm just here to do a job and serve the people. Rather X, Y, and Z is in the race, I'm in the race to make sure I serve the people in whatever area, Ward 5 or however the lines are drawn.
Meanwhile, Starr's potential contender, Councilwoman Rebecca Maurer of Ward 12, declined our interview request but referred us to this Facebook post saying she doesn't think this map did right by our neighborhoods.
I stand very firm on this process. I believe that this does accurately reflect Cleveland.
Other changes will include a new Ward 11 in consideration of Cleveland's growing Hispanic community, who emphasize the importance of keeping neighborhoods whole and making sure institutions and landmarks remain.
The new Ward 11, predominantly the old Ward 15 and part of the old Ward 13, was reconfigured to reflect an approximate 29% Hispanic population.
Although Griffin says council set up multiple community meetings to get people's feedback, which city leaders say is a first for Cleveland when it comes to this process, one downtown resident says he's concerned for his area because he says his home is at the intersection of 3 wards.
It's been interesting to hear council speak about how transparent this process has been, but transparency on its own is not enough. Transparency can still transparently create bad results, and I'm worried that this might be what we're seeing here.
Councilman Mike Polinsik was not available to speak, and we have yet to hear back from Councilman Anthony Hairston. In the meantime, Griffin says they are still accepting public feedback, but he says changes will be minimum since expectation to vote will take place during Council's January 6th meeting. For News 5, I'm Remy Murray reporting.